Hey Chris, it's Kim Salgado. I am in your class, as you can see here. I just wanted to make this video for you to see if we can help you out just a bit as far as your grading and providing quality feedback for your students. I'm going to pop into the discussion board one first, but I wanted to show you that I pulled up the actual assignment here for students. So when I grade, I try and do this. I try and have like a dual screen so I know what the assignment is, and then I can look at their answers at the same time as well. So I have that here, and I'm going to pop into your grading real quick. And I'm just going to take an example. I'm going to just pull up your discussion board one grading first. So here's the 1-3 assignment, and I was just going to pull up Aurora Delia's paper first. Now, as you can see, you have checked all of these needs improvements, but there is no grading feedback here for her. So what I'm going to suggest is that you add feedback on all these areas where you have marked that she needs improvement, okay? Now, if I scroll all the way down, you say, please reach out to me. My concern with that is that you're busy, and I know that she's probably busy too. And if you can just give her some good quality feedback here in the feedback section of what she did wrong, she doesn't have to reach out to you. She knows how to improve, and it's all documented in the rubric for her. When I look at her post, and I'm scrolling down here a little bit so that I can see exactly what's going on, and I'm trying to keep it in the screen for you as well. I'm going to see if I can pull this down a little bit. There. When I look at her post, she introduces herself. She tells you where she's from, and she was originally a game art major. And then she decided that her passion is psychology. She is finally in a bachelor's degree and major. Bachelor's degree and a major before going, and she's going to go to nursing school. So she's telling you a little bit about her degree. And lastly, out of the 3 key fields she's most interested in, psychology as it's her major. She finds people and what makes them tick to be most interesting thing. Why are people who they are? How can life affect them and change them? So it looks to me like she's done a pretty decent job with the overall post of what she's supposed to say. It's asking where she's from, what's her major, what does she hope to learn from this course. And she says that she's most interested in psychology, and she tells you what interests her and why. So my thought process is on your grading for her, she's done better than needs improvement for the comprehension of the first piece of this assignment. So I would definitely give her a proficient, if not exemplary, on her original post. Now, I did not look at when she posted, May 8th. So let me look at my calendar here real quick and see. May 8th. May 8th is week 1, and it's Wednesday. So her original post was on time. And let me jump back into that. So original post is on time. So she gets 10 points for timeliness of her original post. So I definitely would change these 2 options for her, for her discussion board. Now, I don't see where she did any post to her peers. All I see is an original post here. So for her peers, she should get 0 on the engagement. And um, that's the only place where you are supposed to give her any kind of score for her response post. As far as her writing and mechanics, I was able to understand her post. It looked well done to me. I definitely think she gets proficient on that. So at least proficient. If you don't want to give her a perfect score because she did not engage with her peers, that's fine. But when I'm looking at her, I don't feel that she was graded accurately, and you gave her 0 feedback. So that definitely needs to change. I'm going to pop out of hers. I'm going to pop back into your grading, and I'm going to pull up Sydney Bogan. Let's take a look at hers. Okay, you gave her proficient on these 3 things, and you say, please provide a bit more detail in your reply posts. Okay, that's understandable. It looks like she did this, and she responded here. What I normally do when I don't feel like they gave me enough for the response posts is I tell them what else I'm looking for. So I'll suggest that they either add a story, or they add a resource, or they add some value to the discussion. So I always share, especially in week 1, those 3 things. You know, please provide a bit more detail in your reply post by adding value to the discussion in some way. It could be a story, it could be an extra resource, it could be some kind of experience you've had at work. But I tell them, I ask them for a little bit more as far as it comes to that. You also didn't give her exemplary here. So in your feedback to her here, I might share or suggest a way she can get exemplary next time. Tell her what was wrong, what was missing for her to get a perfect score on her discussion board post. Okay? It looks like she was on time. So anytime you give them less, you need to tell them why. And to me, I understand here you want a bit more detail, but our students are brand new students to the university. Most of the time, our classes that we're teaching may be their first or second class. So we have to kind of get them acclimated to the discussion board and also to the structure of our courses, and we do that with our feedback to them. So make sure that if you're taking off points, you are clicking this feedback button here and you're giving them the reason why. And also telling them how they can get to exemplary. Let's see. Let me pull up Ellis and see where we are with him. Same thing. We need feedback here where he lost points to tell him how he got to exemplary. You gave him only 16.5 points here. You did not tell him why. You know, telling him that the reply posts were short, that doesn't, I don't think that that's beneficial or gives them any kind of support as far as cognitive learning, as far as what they need to do to make them better. Just telling them their posts were short is not enough. Their posts can be short as long as they're adding value to the discussion. And that's what we want them to do, is add value. They can add value by giving you work scenarios, work experiences, telling a story, or adding a resource. So suggest to him that he does one of those 3 things or all 3 of those things moving forward so that he knows how to earn this. I'm absolutely fine with you giving grading feedback here, but you need to put it in the rubric. I need to see, especially where they lost points, I need to see why. And it needs to be very clear and concise so they understand why they need to improve and what they need to do moving forward. Chris, if you still want to meet this week, let me know. But I just wanted to make this video for you so you had it moving forward and you understood what we're looking for from you as far as your grading feedback. Thanks so much. Have a great Wednesday. Bye-bye.